The stranger who got into my car on the loneliest road in America. I'm not the kind of person who shares stories online. But if what happened to me can stop someone else from making the same mistake, then I need to tell it. It happened in the fall of 2021. Somewhere between Ely, Nevada, and Cedar City, Utah. On Highway 50, they call it the loneliest road in America. Now I know why. That road feels like the end of the world. No lights. No towns. Just darkness and the sound of your own tires. It was after midnight. I'd been driving for hours, eyes burning from the caffeine and the road glare. I hadn't seen another car in at least 30 minutes. Eventually, I had to stop. I pulled onto the shoulder to take a quick leak. I remember thinking. This is stupid. You're in the middle of nowhere. But I got out anyway. Headlights on, engine running. Cold desert air hitting my face. The silence was thick. Too thick. You don't realize how loud the world usually is until it isn't. I walked maybe 20 feet away. Did my business. Turned back toward the car. And froze. Someone was sitting in my passenger seat. At first I thought it was a reflection. A trick of the headlights. Then I saw the door. It was cracked open, just a little. The dome light was off. But I could see enough through the windshield. There was a man sitting inside. Slouched forward. Hands in his lap. Every hair on my neck stood up. I whispered to myself. No way. No way. No way. My phone was in the cup holder. My keys were in the ignition. I didn't even have a flashlight. For a few seconds I just stood there. Frozen. Trying to make sense of it. Then his head moved. Just slightly. Like he was checking if I was still there. That's when I ran. I sprinted down the highway like my life depended on it. Which, honestly, it probably did. After maybe 50 yards I ducked behind a mile marker. Crouched down. Tried to breathe quietly. I could still see my car. Headlights glowing in the distance. The man didn't follow me. He was still sitting there. Waiting. I don't know how long I hid. A few minutes, maybe more. Then I heard it. The door closing. And my engine revved. He was driving my car. My own headlights swung around and disappeared into the darkness. I stood there like an idiot. Watching the only light for miles vanish into nothing. I was alone. In the desert. No phone. No car. No idea what to do. So I started walking east. Hours passed. The cold was brutal. Every sound, the wind, the gravel, my own footsteps, felt too loud. A few semis passed by. But none stopped. Around 3 in the morning, I saw lights ahead. A small diner. Mel's 24-hour grill. I stumbled inside. Looking like hell. The waitress just stared at me. I told her everything, fast, shaky, trying not to sound insane. She didn't say much. Just called the sheriff. Then handed me coffee. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. 2 deputies arrived about 40 minutes later. A woman named Delaney and a young guy who barely looked old enough to drive. They took my statement. Asked me to describe the car. A few minutes later, the rookie said. Dispatch just picked it up. Parked behind an old rest stop near Cedar City. Engine still warm. No driver. Delaney asked if I wanted to come identify it. Of course I did. We drove there in silence. When we finally turned off the main road. The sight of my silver Corolla hit me like a punch. Then I noticed the trunk. It was open. Inside was a tarp I'd never seen before. Dark stains across it. Delaney pulled it back with her flashlight. Underneath were tools. A hunting knife. Plastic zip ties. A half-empty bottle labeled chloroform. And my phone. Screen cracked. Camera facing up. The last video had been opened. Timestamp 20 minutes after I ran. It was 20 seconds long. It showed the inside of my car. The headlights glowing on the desert road. You could hear breathing. Calm. Steady. Then the camera turned. And there he was. Mid-40s. Sunburned face. Patchy beard. Eyes almost colorless. He smiled at the camera and said, "Thanks for the ride. I've been waiting for someone like you." Then he got out and shut the door. The video ended. They never found him. A week later, Deputy Delaney called me. A family's SUV had gone missing 2 counties over. It was found the same way. Engine running. Doors open. No people inside. Highway camera caught a man walking along the shoulder. Reflective vest. Gas can. Same beard. Same build. Same dead eyes. I don't drive at night anymore. When I have to, I lock the doors. Even while I'm pumping gas. I keep pepper spray next to the seat. Sometimes, when the road gets quiet, I glance at the passenger window. Half expecting to see him there. Calm. Silent. Waiting for me to make the same mistake twice. If you ever drive through Nevada, don't stop on Highway 50. Hold it. Wait for a town. And whatever you do, don't leave your car unlocked. End of story. The stranger who got into my car on the loneliest road in America.